Welcome, everybody. This is certainly the best part of my Friday. Welcome to Absolutely Criminal. My name is Andrew Martin, and Tiffie Lou is not here right now, but she will be here shortly. She's on her way home and will join us momentarily. We've got a good show for you today. Welcome. Our moderator, Renee, is here. Hello, Renee. Julia Seizure. That's a good name, was here earlier. Wesley John Holmes from the Land of the Rising Sun. Tennis Girl is here. Estranged One is watching on X. Hello, Estranged. And let's see, Skate Music 719 also in the house. Welcome, everybody. Sorry if I missed anyone. But we have a good show for you today. A little bit of Sarah Boone news, nothing too extreme. And then we have Everyone Knows It's Wendi. We're going to look at a couple of spots from Wendi's interrogation where she seems to react to Dan's death before she's told about it by the cop. And then we have, would you believe it, Donna Adelson again is caught on a hot mic, not knowing that Charlie has dropped off, but the phone call is still recording. So yeah, lots of good stuff. And then Tiffie doesn't know this, but I'm going to make a big deal about it. 12 years ago today, Tiffie Lou and I got married in the other room under the Christmas tree. You're
talking smash?
Yeah, I was just telling everybody that today's our anniversary, and I married you 12 years ago today.
That's right.
In the other room under the Christmas tree.
By my dad.
By your daddy.
Yeah.
Yep. Daddy was a minister, and he married us under the tree there.
Yeah.
So pretty happy about it. I think it's the best thing we've ever done.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So, but before we get into everything, let's go to comments of the day. Okay. All right. Let's see what some of you had to say. These are comments on our videos, and some of them are pretty good. Some of them are great, and we'll go over them today.
I agree with this comment.
This is what I think every time we listen to.
Yeah, he says it not only so often, but he's talking to his mom.
Right.
I mean, and I've sworn in front of my mom, but I've never said the F word.
Right.
You know,
and repeatedly. Repeatedly so much that YouTube was like, look, we can't put ads on this.
YouTube stopped it. I know they're like,
we can't put ads on this video. There's just too many F-bombs.
It's like, thanks, Charlie.
Yeah. But so I can't believe he talks to his mother like that, using the F word. I mean, seriously, can't talk to one's mother like that. Yeah, you can't kiss your mama with that mouth.
No, that's a dirty mouth.
All right, we'll get ironic because he's supposed to be a dentist, but we'll get to Charlie later. This one says Wendi may or may not have technically been involved in the killing, but she absolutely knew. Her family tried to shield her, but now they are realizing what a vile, self-centered person Wendi really is. Final justice will not be served until Wendi is in prison for the rest of her life. That's a pretty common sentiment.
I think many people agree. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then finally, these conversations are a once-in-a-lifetime experience for the public. Yeah, I mentioned today we're going to be listening to another call where Donna doesn't know she's being recorded.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Somehow she does it twice, ladies and gentlemen, and she gives us a few juicy details.
For her.
Yep. But you almost never get to be that fly on the wall in this situation. So it says, for once in your life, you are finally that fly on the wall that nobody really ever gets to be. Even Hollywood will never be able to give you this kind of experience.
Right.
Yeah. I've often just wondered what it would be like to be in the room where some of these conversations were being had. And now we're going to know. But first, I'm going to...
Oh, gosh. Put that away.
Tiffie Lou and I met when we were in high school. She was my first girlfriend. I mean, obviously, as you can see from the picture there, I didn't have too much experience with the ladies at that time. Yeah, so We went our separate ways, but we got back together in 2011 and we got engaged. And that's our engagement photo back when I had a little bit of hair. And then, like I said, we married in the other room under the Christmas tree that you see in the background. There's her daddy, who passed away last year or this year. Right? Last year. Mm-hmm. And he's in the background there. And then here's a more modern picture of the two of us.
Okay.
The two
that was
lovers.
last year.
Yeah.
I miss those glasses.
Oh, yeah, those were nice, but I like your red ones better. All right. I'm done embarrassing you. Thank you. I love Tiffie Lou, and I'm glad all of you, or some of you.
Yeah, some of them.
I'm glad some of you do too.
Yeah. I've burned a few bridges.
Yeah. Lynn Cooney says, my son does, I think, use the F-bomb. Someone asked him if he kissed his mother with that mouth. He said, who do you think taught me? People swear. Get over it.
They do. And I do swear in front of my own daughter. But at the same time, I think if she started swearing at me, I'd be like, Madeline. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's weird coming out of kids' mouths. But of course,
it is. It doesn't really sound right. And she calls us out when we use it.
She does. She's like, oh, you said a naughty.
Yeah. And I'm sure she never ever says it at school or anything. Oh,
of course not. Not our child.
Hey, Bama Green Eyes, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, no more phone calls for Charlie. Those days are over. Hopefully we'll get to hear some phone calls after the Donna arrest.
Right. That'll be
hear
nice.
How he's what kind of copium he's using to cope with that. But briefly, I wanted to mention that on December 20th, Sarah Boone seems like a long forgotten character at this point. We've been talking about the Adelsons for so long. It was 2
days ago.
Yep.
What happened?
Well, Sarah Boone, the woman that's accused of killing her boyfriend by zipping him up in a suitcase, her new defense attorney made a request for $7,500 to hire an expert.
Okay, yeah, you said that before.
Mm-hmm. And Judge Whitten has granted that.
I thought they have a new judge.
They do for the trial. They have a new judge listed for the trial, but Wooten ruled on this Moton. On the Moton. Remember, they misspelled a Moton de Riapont.
Yeah, that was clever.
But so Sarah's going to get her private investigator for whatever.
I don't know what they need it for. What's he investigating?
I don't know. I mean, maybe enhance the video that she took and there's somebody else there.
There's nobody else there.
Yeah. So I don't know what good it's going to do, but yeah.
$7,500.
I'm a unicorn says about the F-bombs. Put another quarter in the therapy jar is my approach. Yeah, that's a good, we should have a swear jar here.
Oh my gosh, no, I'd go broke.
Especially for your potty mouth.
Shut up.
All right. So Wendi Adelson is everybody's favorite sort of person to love to hate in this situation. And most people think that she knew. A lot of people think that she is the true mastermind, not Donna. But her interrogation is making the rounds on YouTube again. People are rediscovering it. And we're going to take a look at just 4 minutes of it here to see her reaction to hearing the news for the first time. Yeah, that he died. And so let's take a look at this. This is Wendi Adelson on July 18th, 2014, in the interrogation room with the cops. And supposedly she don't know nothing at this point.
There was a shooting at your home, or your ex-husband's home, at 2116 Trescott. Okay. Your ex-husband, Daniel.
Working up to it.
All right, has been taken to the hospital.
Wait for it.
He's not going to survive.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
And then, head in the hands, and it's really hard to tell because this was filmed on a potato, as you see, but it doesn't seem that her eyes ever get wet.
I mean, it's hard to say. It is very blurry. I mean, I can conjure up some tears if I need them.
Right.
You know, even if I'm not feeling it. So I don't doubt that she could necessarily conjure up some tears.
Right.
But this is not surprise. She doesn't. It's just like she already knew what he was going to say before he said it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She was like working up her tears.
Yeah.
She already knew he was going to say he was dead.
Like Dahlia Dippolito.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen
And so
that video.
I'm kind of like, yeah.
I mean, you have to dial it down a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Just not, I guess people don't think that they're not actors. They're not going to be good at this. And they only get one shot.
Yeah. You sound like it's a rehearsal.
It's not like you get a redo.
Yeah. Right.
Lisa Coker said Madness and Motive, the YouTube channel, has made a mock probable cause affidavit. It's really good. Good. I'm going to have to check that out. I haven't seen that. Go over to Madness and Motive's channel. He's got some good analysis over there. And he's been supportive of our channel as well. Tabasco on her fingertips. Wesley John Holmes says, what is going on with this? My touch screen here, not working well. All right. Let's continue with Wendy's performance, perhaps. I gotta reload this.
I'm about to tremendous morning.
Just talked to him this morning.
Well, before we get into everything, I have to establish where you were and who you were with and so forth. Okay, and then once we've established all that, I can give you more details.
Okay.
Do you understand why I wanted you to come here before I discuss this?
Oh my God.
Yeah, she never asked about her kids or whereabouts.
Mm-hmm.
The investigator brings it up later, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, are the kids okay?"
Yeah. The thing is, I believe the tears might be real here.
Yeah.
But the thing is if she's scared about getting caught and stuff, there could be some emotion actually surfacing. It just isn't regarding her ex-husband.
Yeah, there
You
could
know?
be genuine emotion, but it's misplaced. It's
Yes,
kind of the wrong kind of thing. Tammy says, "Congrats on your 12th anniversary. Here's to many more from Canada." Thank you so much,
Aw,
Tammy. We
thank
appreciate
you.
that. I would like a few more before we're done.
A couple.
A couple
We'll
more
see.
years.
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
Hopefully you never end up like Wendi. Yeah. Wendi is slightly better than Dahlia.
Oh yeah. She cried way before.
Right.
Like, she was like, ah!
Yeah, like
You
Wendi
know?
did time this like to the second, but Dahlia jumped the gun. Yeah, you have actual tears when you cry, Renee. Who knew? Thank you, Bama.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. No, you have nothing to be sorry about.
I just don't understand. How could this really happen? It really scares me because it means there's someone out there that's willing to do this to him, and I'm scared for the kids.
Okay, I understand.
Okay, she mentions the kids.
She does mention the kids. Yep,
But she didn't ask if they were okay or anything.
Right, and she makes a few statements.
I
And
understand.
they're at school right now, and I want to.
There's an officer at the school.
Okay.
Yeah.
The kids are fine.
Okay.
Okay, there's no. The
I don't
kids
know.
are.
I'm gonna tell them. Danny didn't.
That's true. Her mom emailed her prior to this that she was an ace actress and had seen her in action. So this is her biggest role. Yeah, I remember those emails.
Treat me very well, and I'm so scared that maybe someone did this.
So she said, "Danny doesn't treat me very well. I'm so scared that somebody did this. Let's go on."
She's already, yeah.
She's setting it up. Yeah, like
Mhm.
this is not something I would think about if you know what I mean?
Right,
Not because they hate Danny, but because they thought this was good somehow.
Oh, are you saying that you think maybe one of your friends would have done something
Who
like
would
this?
do this?
I don't know.
I don't-
Oh, thank you, Fatica.
Thank you so much. That's really sweet. Yeah, I don't have friends like
I
that.
don't have any friends that would hunt down my ex and kill him.
Right. Especially without you asking.
Maybe
I
I
mean,
don't have the right friends.
it's
you know?
very, it's touching, actually, you know?
That's why you're here, and that's why we're talking.
Talking.
Friends help you move, and real friends help you move bodies.
Yeah, but they don't
Would
create
you
the
ever
bodies.
ask someone to do something like this?
Not in a million years.
Okay. Do you think someone would do this for your benefit without asking you?
No.
Yeah, thank you,
What good does
Atticus.
it serve?
Sparkles.
Sparkalicious.
Welcome, our second moderator, keeping the wild crowds in line.
Yeah, no, they're
on
so
Absolutely
crazy
Criminal.
I made
We see you.
my brother, the one, his name is Charlie, the one I'm really close to. He makes a lot of jokes in bad taste, and it was a joke he made. He bought the TV for me this morning that got broken, and I was talking to him about whether it made sense to pay to fix it or whether I should get a new one, and it was always his joke that, like, he knew Danny treated me badly, and it was always his joke. He said, I looked into hiring a hitman, and it was cheaper to get you this TV, so instead I got you this TV.
Okay.
Look at her face. What's so funny?
She's laughing about it right now.
Yeah, I mean, that is a hilarious joke. I guess it's just
Is it?
war.
Is it really?
I'm being facetious,
Okay.
but I guess the humor has worn off after all these years. You had to be there in
I
2014.
guess. Yeah.
I mean, he would never. He's my big brother, and he's been taking care of me since I was little, but he would never. And I told that to the repair guy this morning.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, very true.
I said, he asked me how much it cost, and I said I didn't know because it was a gift, because my brother said it's cheaper than a hitman. It was my divorce present.
Okay.
Such a horrible thing to say.
The detective is speechless. He's like, okay.
Uh-huh.
That's okay.
But even my family, who felt like I had been mistreated, would never do something like this. Never.
Oh, thank you, MP. We love you too. Oh, that's the end of that.
That was over. Oh, you.
They would never. Yeah.
Yeah. She's a piece of work, man.
Right. So
I gotta give her credit though on the crying. I saw a little neck vein bulging out and stuff.
Yeah, right. Later, her face does
what
get
she's
red.
saying doesn't support her emotion, though. So,
Yeah, that's the
holes
trouble.
in this story all over the place.
That's the trouble when it doesn't sync up. This reminds me a lot, not a lot, but a little bit of Chris Watts in his interrogation. He was all smiley and giggly as well.
Let's make a joke about it. Right?
Yeah, and he had certain emotions. He was terrified, he was scared, but it didn't look right in the context of what was going on. So that's Wendi, everybody. Shout out to Wendi Adelson today. I wonder what she's doing right now.
That's funny.
Only 50 likes. Thumbs up as an anniversary present. That is
that
all
would
we
be
need.
A nice present.
That's all we need is your thumbs up.
Yeah.
I was about to say thumbs up somewhere, but
don't be gross.
No,
we need this.
We
need this advertised.
This is a family show, right? We need to shut up. So, moving on, we're going to move on to some F-bombs.
Oh no!
In front of the mother.
Oh,
I know you talk like a sailor in front of your mom, but
yeah, right.
This is the jail call, and it's the morning after. Charlie has had a whole night to sleep on it and get up. I think this is like at 6 a.m, and they talk, and he calls Mama and Harvey. There's some really great moments of this on this call, and toward the end, Donna is caught unawares again. So let's take a listen.
They shouldn't have put me in this room and it's getting 10 times worse. Instead of me walking around with a basketball court and getting in my room like in a fucking box.
Yeah, they shouldn't have.
It's just 4 walls. It's all fucking hitting me. Like, I don't know how I was so oblivious. Like, I was so positive. But it's
I don't know either.
And then at the end of the day, the only thing I really care about is Boone. It's like, this is how easy to grow up with me in fucking prison. That's all who knows. It's like, that's in prison, the last jam, I gotta come down to Florida.
Yeah, I have to believe she's been looking over her shoulder all this time,
come down to Florida, where does Roman live? I thought he and his mom lived in Florida too.
Oh, did he say come down to Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
where
don't know.
are they from?
I don't know.
Anybody know?
Let's
fucking prison. That's all who knows. It's like,
let's see. I care about his Roman, and he's gonna grow up with me.
You didn't have to go back.
Oh, okay.
like,
I wanted to see what you.
That's all who knows. It's like, that's the prison, the last jam. I gotta come down to Florida. I'll never be.
Yeah, maybe he's just thinking that Roman's gonna have a life someday, and he might not want it in Florida, but he'll have to come to Florida if he sees his dad.
The dad that like takes my kids to the baseball game, throws the ball with them, or does anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Georgia.
I mean, especially where I am with ADD and like just being wired to always go, do stuff. And like,
That's got to be agonizing. He's got ADD and he's always keyed up. He's just pacing like an animal in his cell. Now, keep in mind, now he's still under self-harm watch.
So he can't even have a jump rope.
No, can't have a jump rope. That would be a big no-no. And he's got, they did let him have his clothing, but he's got a camera on him and he's being watched 24 hours a day. The lights stay on as well.
I don't know.
I know it is insane. It's like all the fucking nightmare. Like I'd rather be.
Yeah, I think so too. That they were staying in Charlie's house. I did hear that. Yeah, because he talks to the baby mama as well on some of these calls.
Yeah, but then I don't understand what he's talking about. I don't know.
Yeah. Holy cow. Thank you, Estranged One.
Oh my gosh.
Says, you two are great. I always enjoy your commentary and content. Happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. That's very sweet. We really appreciate that. Maybe I will take you out to dinner after all.
You were supposed to tonight, but whatever.
Yeah.
I know what you'd rather be.
Yeah.
Just take a breath, because it's going to take a little time for you to get out of the place of the story that hasn't moved you. You may not even get moved tomorrow with this rage.
When your only goal is to get from the cell you're in to the cell down the hall, you know that you might want to regret your life choices.
Yeah, maybe you made a few questionable decisions.
Small goals.
I'm hoping tonight or tomorrow that sorry to come back around. But it's like,
yep.
I haven't talked to him. I mean, the thing is, like, I had it in my head, like, all this plans I was going to go do and see, and I went.
No, oh boy, I don't think they ever think about it. Certainly at this point, they don't. They've distanced themselves so far from this.
They aren't thinking about the murder at all. They're only thinking about the case and what's against them and everything like that.
They believe their own stuff at this point.
It's
They've been huffing their own farts for years. And so I think they believe it, you know, but it still doesn't sound plausible.
And everyone was saying how good everything was going, and everybody's so upbeat. And then I sat there for a 2-hour presentation, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, it was. She told them like a story. She put together Davon.
Right.
No, you know, you can't like. That was the whole case. I mean, it was done after that. Done.
I like Dateline. I mean, I don't understand the knock on it.
If it weren't for that darn Georgia Cappleman, I would have gotten away with it too.
She's brilliant.
I turned to Kate and I go, "Kate, this is not good." That's all it was on the face. She shook her head. Like, she knew what they did.
Yeah, it's a good word that describes this situation. And Charlie, hubris. He's got a lot of it, ladies and gentlemen.
They fucking lied, dummied everything down, exaggerated everything. All I can say is that I would have known that this is what I was walking into. I know. I would have. I know what you would have done. I know what you would have done. A whole lot differently.
Is he trying to say that he would have offed himself or he would have run? I think he would have run.
He would have left.
Yeah. if he'd have known that he couldn't get a fair trial in Tallahassee.
A fair trial.
Because we know the jurors up there are all morons and they just believe.
Oh,
whatever.
I know. Third grade, I hear.
Big Dateline fans, though.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Keith Morrison.
I know, right?
I really thought it was a fair shot, and like, I just wish I wasn't so positive and in such a mindset. Like, it's the whole opposite. Like, what the fuck was I thinking?
I don't know.
We're not sure, dude.
Yeah, we were watching the same trial, buddy, and we didn't see it this way. It's interesting. It's really interesting, the cognitive dissonance that's happening here.
Yeah.
That fascinates me when people believe their own shit.
Thinking the same thing everybody was thinking because we saw what was going on until the end.
Like, I'm fucking shocked. Like, it's a shock going from Sunday to today. Dude, Sunday I'm giving away all my food and like feeling like.
Yes, thank you, Faith and the Unseen One. The Adelsons are certainly the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, I know. We've been going on for a while with this.
So, I mean, it's appropriate. We're around Hanukkah and Christmas. It's very festive. And thank you for the gift. That's very sweet.
You know what? Everything came in the way it should have. Dan is the expert at closing. Closing is his specialty. He's going to go in there and kick some ass.
Yeah.
And like, it was Wendy's book making fun of the people of Tallahassee as a small shit town on the way to her big time Miami. Like, holy shit.
Holy shit. That's one of Charlie's catchphrases. Somebody suggested we should do a Charlie Adelson bingo card next time on the phone call.
Oh.
You know, with all his catchphrases.
Right.
And I didn't get that together before this one, but that would be fun. Beautiful Waterfall says, if Wendi is ever brought to trial, it's going to be a big battle of the attorneys. That immunity is going to throw a huge wrench in the process. Yeah. I don't know what they have on her independently, but of course, anything she said in the trial, they can't use against her.
No, but if they prove that what she said in the trial was lying.
Yeah, then that would be bad for her.
Yeah.
Funny when Charlie called a gal staying in one of his houses to get her to remove his sex toys because his parents were going to clean it. Yeah.
Why? Let them find it. You say F words to your mom.
What's more embarrassing for your parents, to find your sex toys or to find out you hired a hitman?
What do you mean parents knew about that one?
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah, they're sitting there going, Donna's got crazy emails. Wendy's writing a book, and what is the name of that town? Because it showed that she was like, thought she was so smart and so much better than everybody else, and putting Tallahassee down as a small stop on the way to civilization. Like, she's leaving Tallahassee and she's going to Miami, and she's foreshadowing it in a book, and she's making fun of these people from Tallahassee.
All right, Tiffy, I have something embarrassing to admit.
You already shared our high school photo.
Well, yeah. See, this is even worse, though. I bought Wendi Adelson's book to see how bad it was.
No.
So I have it on Kindle, and I had immediate buyer's remorse.
And look at these crazy emails. And there's code, there's a TV, there's no fucking TV code, but TV. Like, holy shit. Like, this was made for like a fourth grader.
Oh, fourth grade.
Yeah, we've moved on from third grade.
Oh, graduation.
2-hour special. And even his sister said this on the stand. Like, even she, who should be his biggest defender in the whole world, even she is saying this. Guys, come on, you're smart. You're smart people from Tallahassee. Just, you know what's going on here. Y'all.
I love it when he does his impression of Georgia Cappleman. Come on, guys. Come on, y'all. You're smart.
She doesn't sound quite as strong as, like, her accent's not as strong as he.
Yeah, until, right.
Y'all know what's going on. Like, they're trying to pull it over on you guys. You're smart. You guys know.
Yeah, I don't know if it's as bad as you think, Renee, her book, but on the cover is a picture of her with like her blue eyes like standing out.
The fake contact eyes.
Yeah, so on the cover, it's already all about her, and the character in the book, the heroine, I guess, is modeled after herself.
I mean, like, beyond a reasonable doubt, it should be like, for a case like this, should be like, you know what happened. Not like you hate these mighty people who think they're better than you. Right? They're arrogant, who think they're untouchable. Who said I was arrogant or untouchable?
Yeah, will Charlie flip on Wendi? And does he have any incentive to? Maybe just out of pure
anger,
spite at this point.
I mean, he won't get anything out of it for flipping on her.
No, but she didn't do him any favors in court. Did she?
No.
Who said I was arrogant or untouchable? How about innocent? What's up with that word? Anybody who makes more money than you from Miami who's younger than you is arrogant.
Expensive TV.
You guys know nothing about me. You label me as arrogant. You label me as untouchable. You label me because you're smarter than everybody else. Because you're a copper. Like, you're dressing me up with all these fucking adjectives.
That's a fun fact. Harvey took the picture for the cover of Wendy's book.
And if you get all these people who probably make $35,000 a year, who live in Tallahassee, are hardworking people, and they're looking at you like you're an alien. And then they're reading emails that are horrible, taken out of context. I know how hard Dan worked on this case. He dissected everything. He worked like a maniac, dissecting everything. You know, spent a lot of time with me, going over all the information, keeping me up to date with everything.
Okay, so this is fun. I have a question. This might seem kind of dumb to our viewers and to you. Is this the call we played on the last?
It is. I was just going to say that, Andrew.
Oh my gosh.
I thought, is he repeating himself? Like,
sorry about that.
This is the same call we did on Friday.
It is. Wow.
Or Tuesday. Today's Friday. Yeah, Tuesday.
All right.
Okay. Well, thanks, Andrew.
Well, no problem. We'll just edit all that part out.
In case we missed a sentence or two.
I'm sorry, everybody. That's 20 minutes of your life you won't get back. I will continue this call, and I will find the other one, and we'll play that because the end of it is freaking great.
I give you an update. I've never heard an attorney just giving you an update. You know, usually as long as they know what's going on, why do you get to know what's going on? He kept me involved. He gives me updates. He's often get lengths about everything, decisions, approaches. At the end of that 2-hour Dateline special she put on in the courtroom, Bubble was in trouble. It put these people in a mindset that it was they think they pulled one on you, Tallahassee. But what she wrote in that book, it made it seem like she was planning everything. You know, but what was the one thing they said that Wendi let the boys finally see their grandparents because she knew it wasn't going to look very good when she came to trial if she didn't. Like,
yeah, all the calls do kind of blend together at a certain point. He repeats it. Thus, the idea for the bingo card, I think, is great. He does go over things very, very thoroughly.
I don't know, but I have a feeling that's not why Wendi was letting the kids see the grandparents. And then what was it they said? They said they were going to arrest me sooner, but they thought it would interfere.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Wesley. Ooh, Australian dollars too.
I know.
Thank you.
It's criminal what they did.
Here with the grandparents, the person that did the children, so they delayed my arrest.
Actually, you were arrested 12 hours later. That's exactly why. That's what they did. Because I asked her, I obviously wasn't there, and I said, so, how did it go? And she said, it was the strangest thing because she said, I thought they were going to just literally fall all over the boys, fall all over them because they hadn't seen them. And because Lincoln looks just like Danny.
Right.
They didn't hug them. They didn't kiss them.
Yeah, this
They
is,
spoke
what
to
am I
them. They
doing?
asked them about school and things like that. And Wendi said, barely an hour, and they were done. You know why they did it? They did it because it looked good for them. Because they could have cared less. They were totally disinterested.
And then that was the only time they've seen them since then?
Since 2016, when they wrote that letter, the foster care letter. Yep.
All right. Thanks for bearing with us, everybody. I mean, this call is worth listening to, but I'm trying to get the other one and working in the background. So you and Tiffie Lou talk amongst yourselves.
What am I supposed to say?
Well, I'll give you a topic.
Don't.
Boys separately from Wendi. How did that go? And they both said it's just weird. Like, we don't know who they are. And they just asked us questions about school. And
see, I don't like this part of the conversation because, like, what were the parents supposed to say to the kids that they haven't seen in years?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like they had to kind of keep it light. What were they going to do? Go up to these kids that don't recognize them and hug them and touch them and stuff?
Right. Yeah, that would be awkward in itself.
That's shocking is weird. Like, why would you? I don't know.
That is very weird.
Time to go. I mean, it's like they introduced a stranger, and they did it. They wanted to say that they had been to see the children. That was important. So
right, for the show. I mean, this was a cheap. And it's funny, when I was listening to one of these talk shows talk about the case, they have this mentor where he has commentary on the case. He goes,
yeah, you got mentor lawyer in there again.
Do that masterful closing with like watching the TV production being played before our eyes. She brought it from beginning to end, laid it all out, hit all the high points, told the story. Yeah, that's exactly what she did. She told the story. She told her version of the created story. She supported it with Ryan. She supported it with even his own sister. You chopped up what she said. So, and now you can start the sentence off with even his own sister. One of the jury.
Okay, so here is the call that I was thinking.
Who is this talking? His voice sounds way different.
Yeah. So this is the next day, and of course he's just gotten up not too long ago.
So he got a cold or something?
So he's, and the gravity of everything setting in too would tend to deepen your voice, I would think. So yeah, this is still Charlie, and it's still Donna.
Okay.
Said that the members of the jury gave each other their cell phone numbers to have a group chat.
Right.
Before the deliberations began.
Right.
So they basically just exchanged phone numbers. Okay, big deal. They asked the judge to look into it, and the state said they didn't want to. The state objected, and then whatever will happen. But
did Dan explain to you that yes, the court looks into it, but what he can do and intends to?
Yeah, I guess they can look into it too if they want to.
Yes. And even if messages are erased, they can get them.
Right, but it's like it got reported at 6 o'clock in the morning, like breaking news, like holy shit, like they follow this case like it's their fucking life.
Yeah. So once again, he's stunned that this case is so big. I mean, yeah, he does sound a little bit calmer.
Yeah. Well, it was recorded within 14 or 15 hours before that.
Oh, yeah. It was reported yesterday afternoon, but I'm saying it's like it's the broadcast on the 6:30 a.m. news, like it's like.
Well, what other news do they have up there?
I wonder if he can get his hands on some Xanax bars in prison.
Xanax bars?
Yeah, that's the street term for the.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's just a pill, though.
It's shaped like a bar. The 2 milligram dose is popular with people on the streets. I hear, of course. But yeah, it's shaped like a big bar, so It's got like several different. It's like a Kit Kat. You tear off a piece.
I don't know anything about
break
drugs.
me off a piece of that Xanax bar.
It is what it is. Enough to say, I only for many, for multiple reasons. I just feel like I just have to work.
No,
but it's what I knew it was going to be before I even got up here. It was exactly what I fucking said it would be, and I had everybody in the world telling me, no, you're going to get a fair trial. It's going to be this. It's going to be that. Like, they're going to make sure. Like, you know what?
I thought the trial was fair.
What's that?
I thought the trial was fair.
Well, not according to Charlie. I mean,
I'm just saying, like, I don't understand his argument.
Yeah, that if he knew he was going to get such a raw deal, he would have never come up here in the first place.
Mm.
You know? So, okay. So,
what else can we have done?
All right. So now I found what I was looking for, I think. And this is later on in that call. This is Donna and
the same
Charlie.
Call?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else that we could have done that we didn't do. No, we had the best. We had the jury consultant. We had the best.
Yeah. Yeah, they paid $1 million for that jury consultant, Josh Dubin, to come down.
Yeah.
And they talk about that several times.
And we had Tallahassee. And they didn't listen.
Thank you, Nico Hutton, for gifting those memberships. Gifted 10 memberships.
Oh,
Thank you very
that's
much.
Awesome.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't been keeping up with the chat here, trying to manage.
Yeah, he's been leaving the screen, guys.
Thank you.
Listen, Charlie. Can you hear me, Charlie? Charlie, can you hear me? Charlie?
Oh, this is the good part.
Yes. So now Charlie has dropped off, and congratulations to all the new members. You get to try it for free for a month and let ourselves prove it to you. And if you'd like to continue, you can after that. Some exclusive episodes, early access, and more Tiffie Lou than you ever could imagine.
Yeah.
Because it was an hour. Yeah, he'll call me back.
Here we go.
Okay. You can make her aware now that the things that we need to discuss are private. If George wants to remain in the lobby, he can, but I have a lot of personal information that I need to give. You call her. Yeah. I mean, just say it. I don't care if she's holding up a speaker. Say, George, if you need George to drive you, you can, or I'll say it in a nice way. I don't want to use this phone. She's going to call me back. When did she say? A little after 8? Yeah. I just said to Annie, I'm on.
If anybody knows who Annie Cunningham
I don't know who that is.
It seems like a family friend or advisor or lawyer or maybe all three. Mm-hmm. But they're talking about calling her and, telling her, asking her advice.
Oh, okay.
Phone with Charlie, and I'll call you when I get off. So I'm not going to call. Maybe I'll call her before Wendi comes. So the things that we want is for him to, we'll talk about in more detail later. I'll tell her I thought at first you needed to come here, but I realized that most of everything we can do, I'll have to tell her we're leaving the country.
She's like, I have to tell her we're leaving the country. Howard's like,
what?
Yeah, so this is what they are talking about when they think nobody is listening.
Oh,
and
my gosh.
It doesn't take her long to.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And here, as you
Why
see,
didn't she hang up the phone when she wasn't talking to Charlie anymore?
I guess she just assumed she probably didn't know that she had already done this once, and she didn't know that it still keeps recording unless.
But why is she still on the phone?
She doesn't know she's on the phone.
But she didn't hang up the phone.
Well, see, this is why some people have the theory that she knew, and this is all designed. I don't get it. I don't know what advantage this would give to her, but some people do think that. And she, because the audio is pretty clear, but she's caught unawares. So she's about to tell us that they're not recording her phone. A common problem with senior citizens and mobile phones. Yeah, right. I mean, it doesn't hurt that she's probably not technically savvy.
Oh, she assumed he might come back on the line. Okay, yeah, but then I wouldn't talk about it.
Yeah, that's possible.
I don't know. Okay.
Oh, if they are, I mean, what am I going to do? I can't write it. Dan says don't put anything to write it. I can't. What am I supposed to do? Should I? I can't. So I'm supposed to call Dan, but that line is. I don't have a private line.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to either hear me tell Dan to call Annie, or are they going to hear me tell Annie? They might as well hear me. I mean.
So she's calling Annie about this problem, and she wants to tell her that they're leaving the country.
Right.
Harvey seems unsure. And then she says, they're not recording my phone calls, but even if they are, what am I going to do? They can either hear me tell Dan to tell him to call Annie, or they're going to hear me tell Annie. So they've been in contact with Dan Rashbaum, and a lot of people have said, what did he know and when did he know it? And his responsibility to blow the whistle if he does know something.
Mm-hmm.
What's the option? Annie Cunningham. No.
Yeah.
But I'll tell her that there's business things that Harvey wants to talk to Ron about, and it involves. It shouldn't be a whole lot of work, but it's going to be some because we need to be able to contact the handyman.
Sounds like they want somebody to take care of their place when they're gone. And not to mention, she hasn't mentioned this to her poor son Charlie, who's crying in his jail cell.
And she's like, "Oh, you could call me anytime."
Right. And she knows that she's gonna be she's not gonna call him from Vietnam.
Yeah.
That would be the last time
that
she ever spoke to him. I mean, I don't feel bad for Charlie, but that's fucked up.
Yeah.
To use a phrase Charlie might use.
Yeah.
Check apartment numbers. We'll give him all the information he needs. He'll send Ron a picture of broken cabinets, and Ron will say, yes, go ahead and replace these. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not going to tell her details. I'll just say Harvey will talk to him later. Call Annie Cunningham.
And I think she's saying that to Siri or her voice dialer.
No. I don't know if he's going to get out of there. His mind if he's still all day. You have to let him out for a shower.
Yeah, they have to let him out of his cage for a shower. So what is Donna's hang up? Is it just that she's
old?
A boomer, maybe? And yeah. So we've been treated to a few minutes of fly on the wall action. Andrew, Carrie says, Andrew, I plan to get a free sample of the Kindle version of Wendy's book. Yes, start with the free sample. I would say definitely.
I wish you had done that.
You'll get an idea of, I haven't dived into it yet, but a lot of people said that she's kind of full of herself and the character that she, come on, folks, give us seniors a break. We are not tech smart.
But then stop planning murders.
Right. Yeah. Don't talk to your son on the jail phone.
Yeah.
Yep. Says that it's very likely this will be excluded. These calls, you think?
Oh, because of all the F words?
Well, no, I think they're saying this will be excluded in court.
I thought you meant for YouTube. Yeah.
For evidence. So yeah, that's possible. Martha C said, yes, they called Annie about advice of something to do with Asia. and told her they were going. That then that friend called the popo. Oh, interesting. Right. I mean, I probably would as well if, I mean, my friends, of course, that one Dr. Ben Graber wouldn't rat on her. Strange one, over 900 plus and not nearly as many like peeps. Thank you. Yeah, hit thumbs up if you're enjoying yourself. Subscribe. Check out tiffielou.com. We have some fun designs there if you'd like to get something you absolutely don't need. And we appreciate the memberships gifted today. You can go to the membership tab and see what the perks are. We have a couple of new emojis coming out. They want a Donna shocked face emoji, like the Pac-Man,
right.
Mouth. So every phone is different. By the time I'm done with a call, I have to look for the phone icon in order to disconnect. It's long gone from my screen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so another thing, speaking of recorded calls that people don't know, is when you dial 911, your call is recorded immediately. So even while it's ringing, they're going to hear what you're talking about in the background. So that has nailed a couple people.
Oh, really?
Just not understanding, when you're recording. Florida is a two-party state. It is legal to record Charlie. He is a prisoner, but when Charlie is no longer on the line, if the line still records, it's no different than a wiretap. Interesting. Okay. So if they didn't have authorization for a wiretap, they couldn't use that section, I would guess.
But what if they already had one on her phone before? She said they're going to hear me no matter who I call.
Yeah, we don't know.
So
I mean,
maybe
they do, and they're
already tapped.
Yeah. The fun thing about Florida is that we get to hear all this stuff, and muck it up ourselves and decide. I don't know how that will affect the trial going forward. I think they've got some things in their back pocket as far as evidence, but we will find out. Christina Anderson is here, only 47 minutes behind. This guaranteed to be a fine show. We think it's turned out to be a fine show. Later, you'll see that I played the wrong call, but I realized it only like an hour afterwards.
Right.
So, no.
I kind of realized it early in, but then I'm like, but he's very redundant. So maybe he's just saying the same thing. He does repeat
himself a lot. Yeah. And as always, if you want to see this or listen to this phone call and see the captions, I'm going to upload it to our channel without our commentary on it. You can go there. There's a link in the description. Let's see. The hot mic open line phone call recording is Donna's own neglect to protect her privacy and is not protected by the two-party state of Florida. I guess it's kind of like when you're playing poker, you're responsible to protect your hand. So if the dealer accidentally takes your cards, your winning cards, and puts them in the muck and kills your hand, then you're still responsible for protecting that hand. I just got a little bit nerdy about that.
Yeah, you're such a dork. Okay,
yeah.
stop.
They have Donna in their back pocket, says Brady Starr. Yeah, you don't need the book. It's all spelled out with what happened to Dan.
Right.
Absolutely.
Clearly.
Yep. And the character does bitch about her marriage in that book as well.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all these calls are starting to sound the same. Charlie's on repeat. And that's true. I mean, he's calling several different people.
Saying the same things,
even with the same person. What else? I mean, it's like Groundhog Day in there. What are you going to do? If it was legally protected, there's no way we'd be hearing it. We do get to hear a lot of things right away. And Trophy Wife. Thank you. I'm liking y'all's channel, the banter between you two. This is what I was saying to you last night, Tiffie Lou. Like, if we weren't doing this show, we would probably be talking about this and having our banter.
Yes.
So
at least we don't read chat room conversations online anymore.
Right.
That's
but
disgusting.
we used to read those To Catch a Predator.
I'm so embarrassed by it now.
We did dramatic readings of To Catch a Predator.
He would always play the creepo, and I would play the one pretending to be a minor.
Yeah, back when Perverted Justice recorded all the decoy.
Yeah, you could get the printed out chat logs. Yeah.
We were kind of sick. We did that for fun. We weren't even broadcasting that to anybody. Let's see. Using a trial is different than hearing it as a FOIA request, assuming it's legal because out there. Yeah. So that's entirely possible. Bree, can I have your cargo pants and all your t-shirts? These calls were released because they're being used as discovery for Donna's trial. So hopefully we get to hear some more phone calls. I'm interested to hear what Charlie sounded like after he knew Mama was in jail.
Right.
Like, who's he calling now and who's he talking to? So, you know, new calls are being released all the time. There could be some out there now. I'm going to go scour the internet now and see what is out there. But let's see. The exclusion of the Donna only portion of the call is an open question. The arrest at the airport establishes the discussion of flight to a non-extradition. Yeah. It's pretty bad when you show up with a one-way ticket.
I just think she should, but she honestly thought he was going to win. And that's what I forward me. I was like, if she was going to leave, why didn't you do it way sooner?
Right. And now we know the answer. They all thought he was walking away.
Yeah.
And there is more to that call, but there's another part. We'll listen to it another time. But he does say he gave away all his shit on Sunday.
I know.
He thought
Can't
was going
believe
home.
that.
He was on a high. Yeah. All right, Angel Baby, congratulations on your gifted membership. We hope you enjoy it. Let us know what you think and tell us what you would like to see for your perks for your membership. Well, Tiffie Lou.
Yes.
What are we doing?
Andrew Boo.
What are we doing tonight?
I don't know. I got to eat though.
Is this real? A $22,000 one-way ticket, first class, Brady Star? I imagine it wasn't cheap. I'm sure it was several $1,000s. Maybe that's why they didn't get the round trip. They might be running low on funds these days. They didn't have another 22 grand.
They didn't have to go first class.
All right. Welcome in, T. Enjoy the replay. And if you're watching live or in the replay, please hit thumbs up if you're enjoying yourself. And I think we'll wrap it up there. We're going to be back on Tuesday.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll have more news about Sarah Boone's. Well, they don't do anything in the courts over the holidays, but if you missed it, Sarah Boone is getting her private investigator. It's been approved by the judge. So for whatever that's worth, she's going to get her team there going.
Go investigate something.
Yep. All right, everybody. We love you. We appreciate you being here. Tiffie Lou and I are going to hit the road, and we will see you on Tuesday. We love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.